Good morning, SoFlo. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us today. And we begin with a conversation around your mental health. You know, most of us have heard about mindfulness, but we are not sure what exactly mindfulness is and how it can be a benefit. Here to break it all down is our WSFL TV Trusted Advisor, Clinical Director at Agape Treatment Center, Stephanie Robilio. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Wonderful to have you in studio. Every time we talk previously, you have such great advice and such wonderful energy of how to shift the way you think, right? Shift your perspective. What exactly is being mindful?
So to be mindful is the idea of learning how to live in the present moment, right? Mindfulness is truly just that, living in the present moment, the now. It's the only time we have. But it's not just to say, I'm going to choose to live now. It's a practice. So like anything else, you have to practice it. You have to exercise it to train the brain to be here now. Because if not, the brain, we know it's conditioned and it's going to pull us all over the place if we let it. So it's developing that skill, that muscle of how to just redirect your focus and come back to what's happening in your environment now.
Being present. I love that you said it's a muscle that you have to flex. You have to build that muscle.
Yes.
I know for myself, and I'm sure some of our viewers, it's hard, Stephanie, with the pandemic that has affected all of us collectively over the last 24 months and just life in general. Yes, we ruminate on all the negative. Why does that stick more than the positive, and why can't we bring ourselves back to the now?
Well, like anything else, right? Negativity is an energy. Positivity is an energy. Energy is what wins, right? So if we're feeding negative, well, that's what it's going to be. But we can learn how to choose to feed the positive, and then that's what that will be. But I think that there's a lot of factors. For one, we've never been taught what it means to be present. We've never been taught that we are actually in control of most of our experiences. And so people tend to go through life carrying all this unnecessary weight for no other reason other than they were never told, hey, you can put the luggage down. Like,
put it down.
Put it down. Right? Take a break.
Yeah.
But you have to, I believe, you reach a point in your journey where the luggage, so to speak, gets too heavy.
Ooh.
That finally you're like, it's time to put it down. And then I think things like mindfulness come into play, right? Because that's the solution.
I love that analogy. I heard someone say one time, Stephanie, that in life we're like Velcro. We roll around and things stick to us, and before you know it, we're this hodgepodge of
Yes.
all this drama and trauma
Yes.
that we didn't really want or ask for, but as you just said, we don't know how to release. You talked about energy. Energetically, what are the benefits of being mindful?
Yeah, so energetically, we know if we're practicing mindfulness and really practicing it, we're gonna feel better. We might not feel great right away because again, you have to practice it. But in time, what I've noticed in my own practice is you just start to feel space within your body, you feel lighter within your body. And the reason for that is you can see, yes, I still have to deal with X, Y, and Z in my life, but I don't have to be X, Y, and Z.
Right.
There's a difference, right? Like
Ooh.
I'm dealing with this, but I'm not that. And just that shift by itself creates an energetic shift, and it can be no other way. You're going to feel it within your mind and your body.
Everyone watching at home, I hope you're extracting these gems because this is a very, very powerful conversation. Exercises to be more mindful, doing the work.
Yes.
How do we do that?
So one, you have to start by being aware, right? You have to be aware. And what all that means is just start paying attention. Pay attention. Are you present? Are you constantly thinking about what's coming next? Are you still retelling that story about yesterday or a week ago or a month ago, right? Once you become aware of that, I believe, then that allows you, it's like you get to choose again, right? Just refocus on the present moment. So simple things, we have the answers within us. It's the breath. It's our breath, it's our senses, right? When you find yourself drifting into the worries of tomorrow, notice that, take a moment to pause, and give thanks for what is right now. Practice gratitude.
Yeah.
Gratitude.
Stephanie,
right?
chills.
Gratitude. And it sounds silly, but really breathing. We go through life, people think we're breathing. No, we're involuntarily breathing, but we're not breathing. And this is kind of like, I always say, I read this quote, it's like, breathing are like little love notes to your body. And I just love that because it is an opportunity to kind of reset your energy, let go of the stress of work, let go of the stress that maybe is happening at home, right? Finances, this and that, and just come back to the only time you have, which is now.
And reclaiming that power, as you just said, making the choice
Yes.
to do that. Oh, so good. A moment, a vibe, you were all those things. Clinical Director at our WSFL TV Trusted Advisor, Agape Treatment Center. Stephanie Robilio, thank you. Thank you. And I'm sure our viewers are grateful for everything you talked about today because we are living in a time where stress is prevalent.
Yes.
And you gotta take control and release that stress. We love it.
Absolutely.